That makes you look really old.
Makes me look old. Yeah. Thanks for the peanut gallery on the side. Makes me look old.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Words of Whiskey. I'm your host, Aaron, and today we have a special guest, Ben. He decided to come and join us. So we have laid out in front of us, we've got some different whiskeys we wanted to try. Something I've never tried ever is smoking a cigar. So in a lot of the whiskey communities, they say, you know, there's nothing better than having a nice cigar with your whiskey.
It's true.
So he talked me into trying it for this episode, for this channel. This will be an interesting experience for me.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Just don't inhale.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, you don't want it into your lungs. You just want to have the flavor kind of there with it. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, with smoking, like cigarettes, like that smoke is almost made to be inhaled.
Yeah.
This isn't. Even smokers that have been smoking for 20 years, they'll inhale a cigar and just choke and cough and
Yeah.
And you get a buzz differently through like a retrohale and stuff like that. So I'll show you all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Well, definitely. Yeah. I'm nervous and anxious to try it, I guess. So first, before we do that, let's do a little introduction. So, so Ben here, he lives up in Idaho.
Yep.
We met on one of the ex-Mormon community groups or whatever, Facebook.
I remember which one. I'm in a
yeah,
couple, so.
yeah, same here. But what really interested me is your artistic ability.
Mm-hmm.
He is a professional now tattoo artist.
Well, semi.
I
still have a full-time job, but
yeah. But so what got you into that? What made you try to go along that realm?
You know, I've always been artistic. I've always been interested in tattoos, and I think TV shows like LA Ink and Miami Ink didn't help that obsession. So I think those were on early 2000s, something like that. So 20 years later, I'm out of the church, and I'm still super interested in tattoos, and I go get my first one, and I'm addicted. And then I actually went to a little bit of art school, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What art school did you go to?
Well, I went to Mesa Community College for art for a couple of semesters, I think 3 or 4. And so I tried to kind of get started in making a living with art, and it's hell. and tattooing's not much easier, but it's actually easier just because to be honest, there's a lot less people who understand art that are getting tattoos. And then a lot of tattoo artists are tattoo artists because they had nothing better to do.
Okay.
So to be a good tattoo artist, all you have to do is have some art knowledge.
That makes sense.
And you're good.
So both my parents have pretty artistic backgrounds. My dad was a professional photographer. My mom did. She's a painter. She loves doing that kind of stuff, and she paints on almost anything and everything. So art's been always kind of in my life.
Yeah.
I used to do photography and stuff on the side. It's a side business, but drawing or actually etching or even tattooing that's definitely out of my realm of capabilities, I guess. Growing up, art, especially tattoos, I was always interested in it.
Yeah.
But, you know, being Mormon, it was kind of a taboo type thing. You're not supposed to, you know, put it on your body. You know, your body's your temple. You're not supposed to defame it. You know, you're not supposed to
defile your temple.
Defile it, yeah. So, you know,
but that's funny though, because they paint the walls of the temple though.
That's true. Yeah. But I actually just find it as fascinating, and the reason, you know, the different designs, the different type of things, why you pick the different tattoos to have on your body. You know, some of them just like it looked cool, but a lot of them it's because they have meaning. They have, you know, mean something to them. Like my tattoo, it's the Swiss Alps. You know, I went on a Mormon mission to Switzerland. I love mountains, so Swiss Alps and the two puzzle pieces for my 2 autistic kids.
Yeah.
So
that makes a lot of sense, and that's good meaning on that. Mine are all newer than yours.
Yeah.
That one is my design. It's got some meaning behind it.
Cool.
And this one was just a random one that my mentor decided to do on me. So
yeah. And I really like your pencils.
That one is
that one's really cool.
That one's got a lot of meaning. That's like just me. Like it's a number 2 pencil for learning. It's a graphite pencil for art. Mechanical pencil because I'm a drafter, and then my hobby is woodworking. So I've got a carpenter's pencil.
Oh, so that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's
so
awesome.
It just kind of sums me up, really, I guess, in pencils.
Yeah.
So
that's ideal. That's fantastic.
And those are all my pencils. Like I grabbed those pencils, took a picture of them, and tattooed that on me.
That's pretty fantastic. That's really cool. Well, should we break out some of the cigars and some whiskey and let's go out onto the back porch. So we'll give a pause to this section of it, and let's go out and enjoy some liquid courage, I guess.
Sounds good.
Which one should we open up? So you said this one was for me to try?
Yep, that one's a Connecticut. It's going to be a nice mild tender cigar for you.
Okay.
I don't remember. I've never heard of this one, but La Galera. Yeah, those are good ones actually.
Okay.
She recommended that one. And then this is a Neanderthal by Romacraft.
Okay.
And both of these are like a boutique cigar. They're not like a big name like Cohiba like that, or.
Well, why don't you prep those, and I will pour the first whiskey. So you say going to opposites. So I'm going to pour some Monkey Shoulder. That's a blended. It's a blended Scotch. It's really inexpensive. I think it's fantastic. Some people think it's a little too musky, kind of a little too, I don't know, have a little bit of a weird flavor, but I like it. So, and it's a little bit sweeter, so I figured that's a nice introductory budget Scotch to try it with.
It smells good.
Yeah.
And this one's a box press, so it's like a square shape to it.
Okay.
So I actually like to do a punch on my box presses. What I did on yours is a V cut, which is this guy right here just cuts a V in there.
Okay.
That'll give you a nice draw on that. When I first started smoking cigars, I wanted a really tight draw for some reason, and after I got into it, I realized that not anything really loose, but like a medium draw on that was, and these V cutters do a good job of that. And then the punch just punches a little hole in there.
Interesting.
And for the box presses, like the reason I like that is it doesn't really fit into because that's a dome shape on there, a concave on that, so it doesn't really fit into it very well. And so all I should do.
So you only cut off the back, I'm assuming. The front, you just kind of leave it alone.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the front there, like you're talking about. That's the foot, and you actually want to take off that red ribbon on it.
Okay.
Okay, and then the middle part of it is the body of the cigar. So, and then this is your your head right there. And then the band, some people take the band off like right at the beginning, some people don't care. Whatever you do, you just have to make sure you look cool. That's
Looks fancy,
yeah.
so I'm going to leave mine on.
That's the most important part.
Okay.
Okay, and then you can get all kinds of, this is like $7, it's out of butane, so, but it used to have a punch in the bottom of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and then like these are $1, those are $2 or something like that. It's actually fairly cheap to get entry level into cigars. And by fairly, I mean like $20, $30.
It's not bad. Well, that's a lot easier than getting into whiskey.
Right.
Whiskey is going to put you back a lot farther.
Right. But when you really get into it, I think this was like $70 or something like that. But it's a cutter and it's heavy. It's got some weight to it. And it makes me look cool.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that's part of it, right?
Yep. And so then what you'll want to do is actually you want to toast your foot. That's fine. Just come in there. It'll toast your foot.
I'll let you get mine then when you're done with yours.
That's too high. There we go. Let's not do that.
Here, I'll hold it for you. But yeah. So, you like sucking in while you're lighting it?
Yeah, you just kind of puff on it, and then roll your cigar as you go. See that?
Interesting.
Yeah, let's see how that monkey shoulder holds up. It's a different flavor.
It is. It gives it. It makes it spicier. little spicier. Huh.
So where that one's like a really nice, creamy, buttery cigar, like with the light wrapper, it's probably going to make your whiskey more spicy. Where this one's like a really spicy one, so it'll probably make it sweeter. So, and then when you're trying to taste the flavors on this, like I said, you don't breathe in. You just kind of draw the smoke into your mouth and hold it, and let most of it out of your mouth. And
I wonder if mine's really going very good.
You get some going. So now just puff on it a good 4 or 5 times. There you go. I think you even had some of that coming out of your nose. So you had like the retrohale going on. So that's what a retrohale is. You let most of the smoke out of your mouth, then you let a little bit of it come out your nose.
Okay.
And then you just basically close your mouth, it'll come out your nose. And that's actually where you get the buzz. That smoke will hit your olfactories, and it'll give you a nice buzz.
Interesting. Well, my next pour, well, I used to have some, so maybe I'll go a little light. So, smoky Scotch, Ardbeg. So when you're ready, you can.
Never tried this one, so.
If you, do you like Islay Scotches?
I've never had an Islay.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is going to kick you in the face a little bit. Yes, smell that.
It's like a wing.
You got to get your nose all the way in.
Oh yeah. Is that like a peat smell that
Yeah. It's how they activate and get the.
Oh, that's interesting. It's good.
Well, like a lot of my friends that pair Cigars, they usually go really smoky Islay Scotch and drink it with that.
Yeah. Yeah, so now my cigar tastes way different with that Islay.
It does. It does. It tastes more mild. Like a lot of the flavor's gone.
I don't know what it did when it brought out some different flavors or something.
Interesting. It almost makes this sweeter. My Scotch.
It makes you look really old.
Makes me look old. Yeah. Thanks for the peanut gallery on the side. Makes me look old.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever hold it right or look cool with it. And I don't think it's going to be a normal thing for me to do, but...
The scowl on your face says it all. Your eyebrows are like...
He's focused, he's concentrating.
I'm focused. I'm trying to figure it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It does pair well with this smoky Scotch, though.
Yeah.
I like it better with the Islay Scotch versus the blended Monkey Shoulder.
I think I'll agree with that.
It is definitely interesting. Okay, so we go for the bourbon towards the end.
I'm excited for this one. I think last time I had Woodford with a whiskey was really, really good. I mean, with a cigar.
So Woodford Reserve Double Oak, one of my favorite bourbons. It's one of the better ones. And for some reason, they have a hard time keeping them on the shelf here in Utah.
Really?
Always so.
They're not like a super high-priced whiskey or bourbon.
No, it's about $40,
Yeah.
$45 a bottle. It's not horrible. Huh. It takes a lot of the sweetness out. It's like it made these ones a little bit sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
This one like cuts it out. It's crazy. There you go.
do anything?
I like it. I think it's an interesting experience. I don't think it's something that I will. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, that was.
It's something I don't think I will probably do a ton with. But I would, like, if someone wants to break it out or whatever, I would say no to it.
Yeah.
But it's not something I probably will get into myself. Linger with me a little bit.
So these will typically last about an hour.
Yeah, I can see that because it's not.
I don't know why yours isn't burning still. It's not burning that great.
Well, maybe I'm not puffing it in as well, or
Yeah, or as often.
that too.
You're like afraid to put your mouth on it. You gotta put your mouth around it.
Yeah.
No, not your teeth. Your...
That's not everybody's thing. I don't know why, but I've always been into cigars too. Like I've been fascinated, you know, whether it's Hellboy or Arnold Schwarzenegger or Winston Churchill or whatever it is. It's.
You gonna try it?
There you go. She's got it.
I don't like that. I know how to do it, but I don't like it. I'm just over here still and shit.
That's right.
You gotta suck it in. Suck it. Suck it like a big schlong. Suck it, babe. Okay, I'm done. I'm out.
There's a bigger one if you, if you want a bigger one.
Yeah, I want to put the bigger one in your mouth.
Oh, what size are these? I didn't even go over that.
Oh, do we gotta measure them now?
Yeah,
Measure
no,
the
it's
size
a
of
stick
the
measuring.
manhood?
It's a stick measuring contest now.
Which
I don't
one
even
is
remember.
the biggest?
That's right.
I think these are like 6 by 52 or 54 or something like that. I think that's what that is as well. So how they measure that is it's a 64th of an inch. So if it's 60 or 6 by 60, it's 6 inches long, 64ths diameter. So it's
Because you gotta measure that shit. Gotta know the size.
Yep.
Gotta know the girth. Gotta know the length.
and they have some that are
Gotta know
like
that.
770s, they're like over an inch, and then 880s. Just giant. You talk about a big old, yeah, it's a giant cigar.
Pretend you're like sucking water into your mouth, but you're not gonna swallow yet. No. That's a little better.
Yep. So.
I'm just over here.
Yep.
So we're gonna stick around, enjoy a little bit more of the cigar and some whiskey. That was
cool.
And try to look cool. he looks a lot better trying to. I just look like a fool, but that's all right. It's about trying new things.
Right.
But that was Words of Whiskey. Thanks for coming and joining us. Like, subscribe, and please let me know what you think, or if there's anything you want us to try. I would appreciate it. Ciao.
Thanks.
They're shaped differently.
We talked
They
about that.
burned. Okay, maybe I just missed it all. I just want to compare them all to misses, okay?
It's all just a phallic game. It's really
Exactly.